Hello Gemini, and welcome back to TenPaths Tarot. Spirit has a very encouraging message for you today, and so let's just dive right in. The oracle card today was the peace pipe, and this is about harmony, joining of ideas, connection. She is beating the drum, asking Spirit to bless the treaty that she's going to sign. And so it's about blending Spirit, our world together, and living in harmony with it. And the pipe also recognizes that we have our best laid plans, but ultimately things are under Spirit's control. That's why we're asking for this blessing. And so now let's look at your recent past. We're going to look at the first four cards, and let's show those on the screen. And we will be reading from right to left or counterclockwise during this reading. The first card out was Strength. Now, this Strength card to me always looks a little scary. He's being strong by sticking to his own ideas, and it seems like his ideas are about spiritual things. He has all of these spiritual icons and emblems, but he's also presenting himself in a way that makes it impossible for anyone or anything to approach him. He's decided, I know how to proceed. I know what Spirit wants, period, dot. And so then let's see what happens from there. I see progress in this one. This is the Eight of Stones. Here, these stones indicate Spirit again. Things are becoming more organized. Only now we're starting to recognize all of the natural things around us. There are many animals represented in this green grass. We still have that cauldron ready. We're still thinking we might brew up the perfect mix to make us more connected to Spirit and life at the same time. Because what we really want, what we've been wanting most of all, is a big transformation. We want the world. We want it all. We want that perfect balance of spiritual and material world that lets us fly in both directions at once. I don't know if that's possible. We are rooted to earth while we're here. Even in this Psyche card or the World card, you see that she is standing on, it could be the sun, but it could also be a sunflower. And there are grapes growing in the background, our earthly life. And there are earthly symbols in her dress of flowers. We have mandalas indicating, again, a desire to connect spiritually with things. So that was our recent past, and still in our recent past is the King of Scrolls, the King of Thought, possibly the King of Overthinking. He's looking kind of tired. He has been going back to an old habit of evaluating everything, overthinking everything. He's writing and writing and writing and evaluating how one thing went with another. He's still wanting that transformation, but he's fallen back into a habit of overthinking things. Now, what I think is interesting as we go into the next set of cards, and let's look at the top set of cards now. And with these, we will be reading from left to right. It starts out again with the Strength card. Let's look at these. We have two Strength cards, but there's been a change from our recent past where we tried to be in control of all of this spiritual connection to letting Spirit be in control. But here, stacked Below this was or placed below this, was the recent past card of the King of Scrolls, the overthinking. And we see the overthinking again in his brain. Strands of barbed wire meander through his brain. But Spirit is saying, I can connect with you in spite of that. You don't have to clear out all of that barbed wire, all of that mess. It can still be there, and I can still get through it and connect with you if you are open to me. Just knowing that you want this, I can connect with you, and I will connect with you. You're still in a position of feeling like you have to juggle your material world here while standing on that connection. Look, here we had that infinity sign, and here it is again, and we're afraid to move from it. But we can see even if we moved, it always leads us back. We can't get lost with that connection. The fact that this is you, Gemini, is reiterated by the fact that the two columns form a Roman numeral 2. And then on the columns, we have the Roman numeral 2 again and again. And when I look at his clothing, I could read it either way. The print is actually of hokusai waves, showing the power of forward movement, showing the power of that natural force. Or we could read it as camouflage, wanting to stay hidden away from the world. So you're feeling like you have to do this juggling. Spirit is trying to say you do not. The next card, there were actually two cards that came out together, but let's look at one of them first. This is your natural state, Gemini. This is the 8 of Wands. I have so many dreams and desires and wishes, and they all seem to be flying everywhere, and most of them seem to be missing the mark, or at least that's how you're perceiving it. Spirit is saying, that's okay. I've got this. You can shoot arrows in different directions. One I will guide. I will guide one of them to the correct target. All you have to do is keep being the Page of Wands. Keep moving forward with faith that I am there for you and that your dream can come true. The page has a fair amount of knowledge, but they still have so much to learn. But they see that possibility and they're willing to go the distance, go through uncharted territory in order to reach it. And so Spirit is saying, the path you are on, just let me help guide it. That's all I want. I want to help guide it here. I want to help guide it here with that infinity symbol. I want to help guide it here. I want to take one of these dreams and really give you the desire and ability to move forward. And when you allow that to happen naturally, you don't have to force it. If you want to do rituals, if you want to try different charms, that's okay. Sometimes our earthly mind needs those physical connections. Like I have this amethyst on my table here. That's all right, but that is not the focus. Focusing is almost, in a sense, letting go. Letting go and moving forward. And when you do that, when you take what you know and the true spiritual guidance that is easy, it's not hard. It doesn't demand you to make charms or potions or to overthink things 1,000 times over. Then you reap the cornucopia. the unending abundance, and look at the joy on her face. This is a very small container, but look at all of the bounty pouring from it. And that is your destiny. If it's hard for Geminis, I know, to let go of some of that internal dialogue and trying to find the magic formula that will make something happen. If you can let go of that, it is an act of faith. I'd love to say it isn't. It's an act of faith. Most of what you're doing is going to seem like nothing's hitting its mark, but there will be one thing that's guided by spirit, and you just have to trust in that. And that is what Spirit wanted to talk to you about today, Gemini. That's all I have, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.